Now I am going to discuss about Amazon Web Services. So here in this video we can know about what is AWS and what are the certifications need to do and what is the future scope of the AWS. So before going to know what is AWS, so we have to know what is cloud first. So cloud is basically refers to a remote storage system which consists of various servers that are used to store, manage and process the data over the internet. So we might have some questions like if we want to store or process the data, we can have our systems to do that. Or if we want to host a web application, we can get the servers and host in that. So then why we are going for cloud? So in order to answer these questions, let me take an example. Suppose if we want to host a web application on premise, so we need to have web servers for storing the data, and we need to, after the hosting of a web application, we need to maintain the servers, and at peak days we need more servers, and at normal days those servers will become ideally. So in all these situations the cost is very high and sometimes the loss of money will also happens. So in order to overcome these situations, the cloud is coming to the picture. So cloud allows the users to use those servers and pay for whatever they have used, and the users no need to worry about the maintenance of the servers because the cloud service provider itself is responsible for handling the maintenance of the servers provided. And the cloud architecture itself has auto scale up and auto scale down facility, so no need to worry about in peak days and in normal days. So next one is of what is AWS. So AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. So it is the leading cloud services provider in the cloud computing domain, and it provides various range of services like database services, storage, content delivery and computing power services. And it basically provides three major service models like IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. Suppose if we want to entirely deploy a software application in the cloud, you can get that service through the software as a service model. Or if you want to just want the platform to use like IDE to develop your code and executable tools for execution and debugging tools for debugging, you can get those services using the platform as a service. And the other one, if you want to just use these servers for storing your data and the rest of the developing and building your application is done by yourself, then you can get the service using the infrastructure as a service model. These are the three services models provided by the AWS. Next, why we need to kickstart a career in AWS. Like AWS is not only the cloud services provider in the global market. There are so many other providers like Google Cloud, IBM Cloud and Oracle Cloud. So then why we need to kickstart our career in AWS is because of two main reasons. So one is of AWS is the leading cloud service provider and it is consisting of 33% of share in the global market. And the second one is of it is providing 200 plus services, and that too in cost effective manner. So most and more companies are using those services of the AWS. And there are vast number of job opportunities are available in this career path. So this one will be the best choice to kickstart our career. So in order to start your career in AWS, one should do the certifications. So before going to do the certifications, one should have some prerequisites like one should know any of the programming language or any of the database, and one should know the working of any of the operating system and basics of the cloud computing. So with the help of these concepts only, one can able to learn the cloud AWS cloud concepts very clearly and effectively. So majorly there are four kinds of certifications. So those are AWS foundation level certification, associate level certification and professional level certifications and AWS specialty level certifications. So coming to basic level certification, which is foundational level certifications, it has certifications like cloud practitioner, and in coming to associate level it has solutions architect and sysops administrator and developer certifications. And the next one is a professional which has advanced level of solution architect certification and DevOps engineer certification. Coming to specialty certifications, so these have certifications on particular domain, whether it may be machine learning or data analytics or database. Certifications on particular domain using the AWS services. So in order to obtain those certifications, so each level needs some basic skills to get those certifications. Coming to foundational level certifications, so the basic skills required are cloud basics will be required, and what are the service models like SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS, how they will get implemented. So those skills will be required. And the next one is of cloud architecture. So basics of the cloud architecture need to be known in order to get the foundational level certifications. Coming to associate level certifications, so these certifications are basically about how to deploy and how to develop an application using the cloud services. So one should know the basic skills on developing and deploying the applications and managing the cloud services. And the next one is of professional level certifications. So it requires skills like advanced development tools and debugging tools and troubleshooting the errors and how the exceptions will get handled. So these basic skills will get required to get the professional level certifications. And coming to specialty certifications, so these are based on respective domain. So the one should have the basic knowledge about this that particular domain and how the models will get created and how the applications will get created on that particular domain in order to get these specialty certifications. So these are the various job roles offered in the AWS domain. So there are various roles. First one is of solution architect. So this one is solution architect is responsible for getting the requirements from the users and providing the services to the users. So the salaries ranges from 5 to 12 lakh per annum. And next one is a cloud developer. So he is responsible for developing the code using the cloud services, and the salaries ranges from 6 to 15 lakh per annum. Next one is of DevOps engineer. So this is the trending job opportunity in this domain. So DevOps engineer is a advanced level of the cloud developer, and he is not only focusing on the developing of the code, he is also responsible for troubleshooting the errors and handling the exceptions and debugging everything. So and the salary ranges from 7 to 25 lakh per annum. Next one is of infrastructure engineer, and he is responsible for managing the servers and everything, and the salaries ranges from 5 to 10 lakh per annum. Next one is a cloud security engineer, and he is responsible for securing the data using various security methods, and salary ranges from 6 to 15 lakh per annum. Next one is sales and business development manager, and so this person acts like a mediator. So they will buy the services from the AWS and they will sell it to the other companies, and the those salaries are ranges from 4 to 9 lakh per annum. Next one is of data engineer. He's responsible for managing the data in the cloud and performing the operations of the data in the cloud, and the salary ranges from 6 to 15 lakh per annum. Next one is of sysops administrator. He is responsible for deploying the application and managing the operating systems and everything, and the salary ranges from 7 to 20 lakh per annum. And the last one is networking engineer, and he is responsible for managing the networks and the servers architecture and how the servers are connected distributed manner, and everything will be responsible by the networking engineer, and the salary ranges from 6 to 17 lakh per annum. So next, coming to the companies who are using the AWS services are, so these are the top 10 companies. So majorly are Netflix, Samsung, NASA, Facebook, and these are the no, these are the top 10 companies only. There's many other companies like Nokia, Salesforce, Dropboxes using the AWS services for storing the data. Coming to future scope of this domain, as technology is gradually increasing, and the current emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics. So the AWS is focusing on these current emerging technologies and capable of providing these services in these technologies. So no need to worry about the future scope. So it is capable of providing those services as technology is gradually developing. It will be as leading in coming years also. So it will be better to start a career with AWS. So if you have any questions, please post your questions in the mail and contact us through the number. And thank you for watching.